Hi everybody, welcome to Serena's Kitchen. I'm Serena. So today we're going to do another vegan versus non-vegan meal. We're going to work with a spaghetti squash. Oh yes, it's going to be delicious. We're going to make stuffed spaghetti squash. One half will be loaded with veggies and the other half will have chicken cutlet and veggies. So enter into my kitchen and let me show you what you're going to enjoy. Alright, so these are the ingredients we're going to be working with for our stuffed squash, vegan versus non-vegan. Alright, let's start with the main attraction, the squash. Now, I'm going to tell you guys, this is a tough little mama to cut in half. I had to have hubby help me with that. So it's already cut in half, so I'm going to show you exactly how we're going to prepare it before we put it in the oven. Alright, then we have eggs, fresh lemon, mustard, Parmesan cheese, Panko Crumbs with some smoked paprika mixed up in. I have my seasonings that I love to use, onion powder, garlic powder, but the herbs I'm using today is basil and fresh parsley. Then I have the chicken cutlets, and then this beautiful array of veggies that we're going to mix in the spaghetti squash. Now today I'm using zucchini, squash, fresh broccoli, and then I had some mixed veggies that I had in the freezer, that the mixed veggies that you steam pack. I really love those. So it's going to be mixed in with a little corn and carrots and a few green beans because we're just going to stuff this to death. Okay, so the first thing we're going to work with is the spaghetti squash because it takes a little longer to cook. Okay, so as I showed you before, I had them cut in half already. That's what you do with your spaghetti squash because you're going to cook it in the oven. Now you have to take the seeds out first. So I took the seeds out of this one. Now, basically, it's just simple. Just scrape it like this. Just like you know, scraping a grapefruit. When you take the seeds out of a grapefruit, oh, there we go. Okay, now we got a grip here. Just take the seeds out. The seeds look like little pumpkin seeds. Just scrape them out. And then once you get them all out, we're going to season the spaghetti squash. And then we're going to cook it in the oven. All right, now I have them on a sheet pan. And I put some parchment paper down here. Just, to me, it just helps with the cooking process and cleanup process. Just in case it sticks a little. Now we're going to spray some extra virgin olive oil on them. On the halves, and then I like to season them very nicely because we want flavor in the spaghetti squash because sometimes spaghetti squash doesn't have a whole lot of flavor. So after you season it the way you want, I use my onion powder and garlic powder and my herbs of basil and parsley, and I'm going to add a little salt to taste. You would think I would have everything here by now. All right, so a little salt to taste. And then turn them over like this. You're gonna cook them face down. All right, so let me pop them in the oven. It's gonna cook for about 45 minutes to an hour, and that depends on the size of your spaghetti squash. In an oven of 350 degrees. Okay, be right back. Voila. Okay, my spaghetti squash is complete and it took 50 minutes. Now what we're gonna do is turn them over. Ooh, little slippery little suckers. Oh yes, you can tell it's cooked because basically if you could stick the knife or fork all the way through like I just did, then you know it's completely done. So, oh, this looks so good and it smells delicious. I can just smell the garlic. All right, I'm going to apply them to the plates. Let's push this aside because I'm making two. One with chicken and one without. So we're gonna apply this like this. Okay, let me take my little pan out the way. There, perfect. Now, after it cools off or, you know, when it's slightly warm, this is how you're gonna get the squash out. You're gonna scrape it. And this is cooked so perfectly. Look at that. It looks like angel hair pasta. So you're gonna scrape them, and that's gonna cool off a little bit. Scrape the other one. Look at that beauty. And now I'm gonna let them sit on the side while I prepare the sauteed vegetables to stuff right in, and one side with just veggies and the other veggies and the chicken cutlet. All right, be right back. Okay, welcome back everyone. Now, while the spaghetti squash is cooling down, we're gonna season up the chicken cutlets. Now, in my Panko Crumbs, I already have paprika. So I'm going to add some Parmesan cheese, fresh Parmesan cheese. Now, this is optional, your choice if you want to do this, but it really makes a nice flavor. And I'm also, in the Panko Crumbs, I'm gonna put some lemon zest for that lemony taste in the chicken cutlet. It gives it a nice lemony flavor. All right, now we have the egg and my seasoning. Now, the first thing I'm gonna do, which is also optional, but again, it tastes really well, we're gonna rub some mustard, some spicy brown mustard on the chicken cutlet. An optional choice, but it really tastes good. It really does. All right, so after we rub the chicken with the mustard on both sides, it's enough there. We'll have a lot on this side. I can rub it on this side also. I'm going to grab my seasonings, onion powder, garlic powder, basil, and parsley. Then we're going to dip it in the egg. Then we're going to dip it in the Panko Parmesan cheese crust. It's gonna make a nice crispy crust. Now today, I'm gonna put it on the other side. Today I'm not gonna use my stove. I'm gonna cook it on my grill right up here on top of my kitchen island, so I can get closer to you guys when I'm cooking it. So let's season this really well. Let's get this all nice and crusty. And then I'm going to spray, I'm gonna clean my hands, then spray the grill, and we're gonna get cooking. All right, now my griddle has been on, and oh my goodness, it is hot. So let me put some extra virgin olive oil on my griddle. Don't you just love that sound? Oh yes, I know I do, because it's cooking nice. Oh my goodness, I just put it on the grill and it smells good already. The little EVOO on that side. And we're gonna let this cook. It's gonna make such a nice, crispy crust. You're gonna love this, guys. This is just so much fun. I'm gonna let this cook, turn it over, and then we're gonna saute those vegetables to stuff the squash. Okay, you know what? Let's turn this over now. Before I start my vegetables, look at the brown, golden brown. The crust is so crispy. And I did not use a lot of oil. I just spritzed some extra virgin olive oil on this grill, and it still comes out beautifully crispy crust. All right, so this is gonna cook for a few more minutes, because chicken cutlets is not, they're not thick, so it won't take too long. And then we're gonna saute the vegetables. Okay, so my grill is still nice and hot. I started with my sauteed vegetables right on the grill, and it's still gonna work perfectly. Now what I did though, I did add a little seasoning to these vegetables, the garlic powder, onion powder, the basil, and the parsley, and some salt, that also added pepper. We're gonna spray the vegetables with extra virgin olive oil, because we're not using butter to saute them, and right here on the grill, and let them cook. We'll cook a little bit at a time. I'm gonna add a little bit more there. Okay, let these cook a little at a time. They smell incredible. Okay, we're gonna spray a little bit more extra virgin olive oil on the sauteed vegetables, and Mix them up. Yes, this looks so delicious. Makes me feel like I'm in a restaurant. You know, those restaurants that they cook right in front of you. Oh, this is so much fun. Now I'm only gonna let these cook a few minutes because I do not want soggy vegetables. I like my broccoli and zucchini and squash cooked, but not soggy. And they smell good. You know what? You can add whatever you want to this. You can add a little soy sauce, you know, to put on top of it if you want, which is actually a pretty good idea. Saute vegetables with soy sauce or teriyaki. And if you want to do the non-vegan side, you can add butter. Everything tastes good with butter. All right, but today I'm just doing straight with olive oil because I love the flavor of olive oil and garlic. All right, so I'm gonna let this cook a few more minutes. Bring the squash and the chicken over here. Stuff them in, and we're all done. All right, guys, I am back, and I am salivating right now. This looks so delicious. And my daughter's trying to steal a piece of the chicken, so let me hurry up and stuff this. So I already stuffed one. I already stuffed one with just the vegetables. It looks so good. Now I'm gonna stuff the other one with the veggies and the chicken. So just stuff it. Just throw those vegetables in here like this. A few pieces of chicken right on top. And then you can add more veggies on top of that. Want a little bit of the chicken showing. So actually, for the rest of the vegetables, I think I'm just going to put it in the non-chicken spaghetti squash. And there you have it. Okay. Stand back, guys, because I'm gonna do what I do best. I'm gonna taste it. Okay, just like I promised you to do what I do best, and that's eat. This looks so good. Where should I start? You know what? I'm gonna start with the one without the chicken, because it's gonna taste the same as the other one because the vegetables were cooked together. So let me try to. You know what? I may never eat spaghetti again. This is so good. Oh my gosh. My mouth is having a party right now. Now let me taste the one with the chicken cutlet. Sauteed. My eyes are rolling back in my head. I'm in heaven. This is so good. It's truly a healthy, delicious, well-flavored spaghetti squash meal. Trust me, you will not be disappointed. I could taste the lemon zest on the chicken for that nice flavor. Besides the garlic and the mustard, it's just so delicious. Okay, guys, like I always say, I encourage you to try this. Subscribe to my channel, give me the old thumbs up, and please leave a comment and let me know if you actually made it. You will not be disappointed. So in the meantime, have a great day and see you again soon. Ciao.